Hey, my name's Kaylanda McGee, and my presentation is going to be on the positive influence of social media, specifically in like a school setting. And I wanted to address it from three different points. So it'd be from the youth's view of social media, the school's view of social media, and social media's actual impact on the youth. So starting with the youth's view of social media, positive of it is social media platforms provide a safe place for students to learn more from others who are experienced in specific fields, as well as meet new people in general who they can learn from. So like when they're scrolling on social media, they can learn about different subjects they may be learning in classroom, depending on like the accounts they follow. And like a lot of school organizations create social media platforms to get students more involved, like clubs and stuff, and like the newspaper and things like that. They'll create like a page on social media to make sure students stay involved and engaged in the school they're in. But a negative of social media that the youth has come to realize is that a lot of students are a victim of cyberbullying, and this can affect like their school productivity as well as just like their life in general. But we're focusing on the school productivity for this, so like it could affect the classroom environment between students depending on like who's the victim of the bullying and who's causing the bullying, if they're like in the same class or anything. And it could affect the student's relationship with the teacher depending on how the teacher handles the situation. So if the teacher just kind of ignores it and brushes it off when a student addresses it, it could affect that kind of student-teacher relationship, and the student may not feel so inclined to listen in class or listen to the teacher if the teacher doesn't listen to them. So now for the school's view on social media, a positive of that would be schools can connect with their students if social media is used and regulated within the classroom. It kind of goes back to like the youth's view was when like the school organizations created pages to interact interact with their students more online. It can go back to that. So but usually it's used to like create online games and activities like Kahoot and like all the other games people used to play in elementary school whenever they got computer time. And a negative of it from the school's point of view is that it's a distraction to students inside of the classroom. So students will pay more attention to what's on their phone rather than what's on the board. Like they'll text their friends or like they'll play games or like be on Snapchat or whatever. And then it brings down the school's overall average if the students aren't focusing in class when it comes to like state testing and their grades in general. So social media's impact on the youth, a positive of that is it broadens their view of the world, so students can meet other students from all over the world on social media, and they can learn about things that aren't taught in their schools and combine their information with someone else's. And negative of that is the affects the student's psyche and their view of themselves. And there's been a lot of research done on that and like their mental health when it comes to that. So students can become obsessed with their outer appearance and can easily compare themselves to other students their age from anywhere. So like it's not just limited to like the students in their class, it's students like all over the world they compare themselves. And so they now know like what the top student in like their country is like, and they can compare themselves to that and be like, oh well, they're doing that, why can't I do that, or like see all these amazing people their age like doing leaps and bounds and stuff and compare themselves to that. So yeah, that's what my paper is on.